to do that for him. Anna Leigh Waters, a 16-year-old. Let's play pickleball. And there's that scorpion attempt to counter, but you don't go to the paddle. We always talk about attacking the paddle side. We'll discuss why the scorpion takes that away in a second. Lefty overhead from Andrea Koop. That's just brilliant lobbing. So scorpion, back to that. You want to attack where?
Yeah, so you want to attack the non-paddle side shoulder, and you don't even really want to go for a shoulder because your opponent's likely going to be squatting down. You want to try to keep that low to the net to the non-paddle side shoulder. It's a tight window to find, but it's the best one you can hit if you know your opponent's likely to defend with that position.
Yeah, Viv gets so low when she does it too. So what a tournament she's having. She did get the bronze with Thomas Wilson in mixed doubles. They played fantastic pickleball yesterday.
And a great choice there from Vivienne David. She easily could have reset that ball, but against this team, we talked about needing to play at that maximum level of what aggressive play means to you, and a great start here by Vivienne David.
Second serve.
Little high from Koop, and the reset unable to be happening there from Vivienne David. There's Anna Leigh Waters, happy to be playing in Florida.
One thing not talked about enough, in my opinion, is the versatility that Anna Leigh Waters has to be the alpha, but to do that from the right side or the left side. I can only think of Riley Newman as a similar comparison on the men's side.
And just absolute squash of that drive. I mean, that was past Koop before she could turn around, and that's off the two-handed backhand.
And right on cue, throwing Anna Leigh now to the left side, always keeping the opponents guessing and out of rhythm.
Yeah, that's why they haven't lost, and they can get out of all the jams because they are so comfortable playing wherever and however it needs to be done.
Second serve.
Koop was just a little bit late coming in off that return. Waters going with the drive, couldn't quite take advantage.
And Waters could have gone harder after the one before that, but just got a better ball.
Yeah, it's all about minimizing risk. She knew her team was in a good position. She was going to continue to make Andrea Koop work with those tough half volleys in transition till she got something to work with.
We had all four players lined up incorrectly there, so got that sorted out there. 4-2 in game number one. And the disguise of the two-handed backhand, because Vivienne David's like, I got down the line covered, but then Andrea Koop's got to give up her left shoulder, but did not there, and the middle was a winner.
A little short on the dink there from Waters, but they've done a good job of making Koop move a lot so far. They've thrown in the lob, the speed up the middle, and she always has to defend against that aggressive cross-court dink.
Wow, and after some beautiful digs, one of the easier ones from another one of the players who full-time job lawyer, Andrea Koop. It's unbelievable how well she can play.
Yeah, that's getting harder and harder to balance with the busy schedule that these pros have, but players like herself and Matt Wright are making it work.
Lawyering up, Brandon French as well, one of the lawyers out there. So if there's trouble, we got you. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, we were
I
worried,
think she's
but she's all
okay.
smiles.
Yeah,
she's all smiles.
In fact, she's like, this is somebody that does not like to draw attention to themselves, even though she is a wonderful pro athlete and just blew a tire there, but she's just fine.
Point.
Such a heavy drop there from Anna-Leigh Waters. You could see how the spin was pushing Andrea Koop backwards.
Much pressure they put on you.
Time in. 6-3-1. Point.
And again, Viv just a little off balance and then goes to the panic lob.
Yeah, she's trying to pinch middle. They've been moving Andrea Koop around so much. I think she's trying to help her a little bit there, but that leaves her exposed back across her body. And
7-3-1.
it's gotten beat twice here in the last minute.
And we're going to see the rare Viv David on the left siding now. See how long that lasts. She is wonderful on the right and just doesn't play a ton on the left. Good player, but that's a different animal altogether. That compact two-handed backhand becomes irrelevant.
Yeah, she's the better mover than Andrea Koop, but certainly prefers the right side.
So 1 point trial there. And that was one of those where you hear the feet squeaking from Anna-Leigh Waters and you just know trouble's brewing.
Yeah, and we talk about how offensive this team is so often, but it is tough to put a ball away when you've got two high-level athletes like Catherine Parenteau and Anna-Leigh Waters at the baseline.
And just such a beautiful symphony of shots there. Serve makes Andrea Koop have to run an extra step, and it's just all lined up. That was like a play out of the NFL playbook and is game point rapidly. And that'll do it. And the dominant team of 20.
I would be stumped at times as to what exactly you can do to make this team feel pressure.
That's why we love women's doubles right there. Great firefighting and then a come on yell from Anna-Leigh Waters. Again, Dave Fleming here with K-Mac, one of the best teachers of this sport. Love having a chance to spend a couple days in the booth with this guy.
We got a little time on the court yesterday, too.
Pickle Pop and Santa Monica Promenade. Go out there and play if you're in the SoCal area. And we realize the tournaments in Florida. We're calling it from Tennis Channel Studios. All good. And just this relentless onslaught. And you mentioned as a coach, you don't know what you do.
Yeah, I mean, you can solve for trying to combat one element of their game, but they have so many counter moves in store. It's tough to defend against everything that they can do out here.
And it's rough when there's not even one area like, ooh, our thirds are better. No, they're not. Our hands are better. No, they're not. It's you're going down the list of shots and like, where are we better? So some of the time you just got to have that sort of strike first mentality, but it's tough because they don't give you a lot.
Second serve.
And this is where, as an athlete, you know, we can talk about how great they are and give them so much respect, but you got to kind of trick yourself when you're playing against somebody so great of just reminding yourself that, you know, they're a person just like me. They have good days and bad days. And so you have to find that fine line of not respecting your opponents too much and just getting out there competing and just letting the chips fall where they may.
Absolutely. So 3 straight to start game number 2 here.
Second serve.
And you got to do all the routine things perfectly against them. So the third percentage has got to be well above 80 and can't miss one like that. What a get from Andrea Koop. And what an angle from A.L. Dub.
And when she's got the top spin backhand lob working, again, we talked about just when they do so many things well, at a certain point you just have to tip your hat and say too good.
3-0-1.
I think Viv was about to call that ball out. She stopped and everybody else kept playing, and then the ball came to her, so we're going to act like that ball was good.
Yeah, and I feel for Vivienne David here. I think she was right. I think it probably was out. She was hesitant because she figured Andrea Koop, who had a much better angle, would make the call. You got to be decisive.
I mean, that's just not fair. Unbelievable return and a just perfect drop from A.L.
Yeah, your reward for that perfect return is playing the next ball at your shoelaces with Catherine Parenteau closing
just
in.
Bearing down on you.
5-0-1.
And a cocktail, you don't see that very often from Vivienne David, and she's going to walk up. All right, timeout called. Can they slow this freight train down?
Second serve.
Nice job by Koop getting on top of that volley, getting it down at Catherine's feet in transition.
6-0-2.
Beautiful, and the Koop sounds are coming from the crowd.
Little balancing act at the end of that one, making sure she didn't fall in the kitchen.
Yes, don't fall over the cliff, Andrea. So great couple of rallies there for her.
Second serve.
Yeah, great return, but you got to make them play just a little bit longer if you want to steal back some of that momentum.
And they get the ball back in 12 seconds. And you say, oh, man, Koop played those amazing rallies. Well, they were on defense, so the goose egg is still on the board.
6-0-1.
That's why you see so many lopsided score lines when teams go up against this duo.
And the ability to hit that one-handed flick right into the shoulder, the paddle side shoulder, brilliant by Catherine.
Yeah, was able to get some good power on that, well off the line.
Oh, and that's what it took to win that rally. And Viv David, who is not usually a demonstrative player, even shot a Lucy Kovalova-like fist in the air there.
All four players smiling after that fun little scramble.
7-0-2.
And a great move, and the Koop sounds are coming again. Ernie time from the Michigander.
Well, we talk about what can this team do, and those are a couple of really nicely timed Ernies from Andrea Koop. Haven't seen that much from her.
0-7-1.
Great adjustment.
Second serve.
Wow, and then a missed serve. Andrew's kind of looking confused over there.
I think they're considering a challenge here. Deciding to move on.
Yep.
0-7-2. Point.
Okay, on the board off the serve.
She is human, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure.
1-7-2.
Nice lead by Catherine there. So they get one. Now they're going to be scrambling to switch sides, so we'll see how that goes. Wow.
Point.
That's a place where paddle swings can get very dangerous. They almost ran into each other. They kind of did bump. So no harm, no foul, and a perfect lob
8-1-1.
again.
Second serve.
Nice speed up off the bounce from Andrea Koop. So the Koop fans are trying with all they can muster in the crowd.
Yeah, crowd is definitely wanting to get behind this team.
To recognize that in the moment there, because Vivienne David's hanging out trying to protect her partner there and just whipped into the open court before David could move. They're within 2 of Sunday.
Side out.
Nice track down and lob from Vivienne David there.
Yeah, pretty nice little relob. Earns the error from Waters on the overhead.
Point.
And that's why we love Viv David on the right, because if you try and smack it into that two-handed backhand, it's coming at your partner in a second.
Yeah, such a compact swing, but able to generate plenty of power at the same time.
Andrea Koop speeding it up and repels the Catherine Parenteau attack as well.
Yeah, she's been bold the last couple minutes here, taking it to her opponents, and that's going to be needed. She can't sit back and play defense the whole time.
Oh, no. Oh, almost got the lucky off the end of the paddle. And welcome back, everybody. A little push here from Koop and David. Big mountain, but like what we've seen. Let's see if they can keep it going. We love this matchup. Andrea Koop keeps it going.
And she's been the difference. She's instigated a couple of attacks. She's had a couple of earnings, some nice lobs.
Tough little roll off the tape there, because I liked the point construction for Koop and David there.
Yeah, they're taking it to Parenteau and Waters a little bit earlier, and that's what's necessary to make this team feel pressure.
Side out.
So the lead is down to 4. Can they fight back and serve again? Gotta have 2 of the best points of their lives right here. Oh my goodness. Leigh Waters finds the sliver down the line as David had cheated just a little to the middle.
Yeah, and I don't blame her for doing so. Ball on the other side of the court. Didn't seem like Waters had a chance at making that one work, but of course she converts.
Match point. And what a get and an ATP from Andrea Koop.
Second serve.
Second chance to close it out.
10-5-2.
And that'll do it. Beautiful roll and a CP finish.